Semajically AI Episode 22, Jack's Incredible Gift. Jack was a young man who lived with his girlfriend Abby, who he adored to the end of the world and back. He worked as a drama teacher 4 days a week and had a very happy and normal life. One day, while he was walking through the park, he found a £50 note and decided to try and return it to the owner, as he'd been brought up to be honest and selfless. As he rushed out into the street, a car came speeding out of a side road, knocking him down in the process.
The driver was decent enough to stop and help him and called an ambulance to take him to the hospital.
He was awake so they could chat and he could tell her what he did it for.
When Abby heard what happened, she rushed into the hospital to see him.
"How could you be so stupid?" she shouted.
She was not happy. "You risked your life for a £50 note," she shouted.
"I'm sorry," he said.
As the two held hands, his eyes clouded over and he had a vision of her running out of the hospital and being struck by an ambulance, killing her. When he snapped back to reality, he was freaked out.
"What's the matter, babe?"
asked Abby when she saw how worried he was.
"Abby, honey, when you go home, don't rush as you go. Please just walk or you'll be killed by an ambulance."
She was frightened now, thinking he was off his head.
"I'm serious, babe. Just walk. Don't rush."
He urged her. Deciding she should heed his warning, Abby left the ward at a slow pace. When she left the hospital, she waited for the ambulance to go speeding off to an emergency, getting to her car safely. As she drove home, she started to think he'd been right to warn her. After he was discharged from the hospital, he saved lots of people from suffering horrific accidents and deaths by having visions of them getting into these accidents and being able to warn them about each one. News of Jack's incredible gift was headline news for the next, making him a celebrity with immediate effect, earning him a massive fan base, but it did nothing to his ego.
Jack's incredible ability to foresee and prevent accidents has taken the world by storm. His selfless actions have saved countless lives, and it's clear that his gift is something truly extraordinary.
Through all of this, he was still as humble as anything. Abby was very proud of him.
"There's my knight in shining armor,"
She said proudly as she hugged him.